Imagine a realm where every silent step, every stealthy pounce, every calculated swipe is a testament to evolution's ruthless artistry. A world where raw power, agility, and brutality coalesce into living legends of the wild. In this untamed domain, nature has sculpted a pantheon of feline hunters whose every breath and heartbeat is a battle for survival. Today, we embark on an immersive journey into that realm, counting down the top 10 wildest and most deadly cats on Earth. As we traverse this vivid tapestry of life, you will not only witness their breathtaking beauty and lethal precision, but also learn every intricate detail about how each cat survives, feeds, attacks, and asserts its dominance in an unforgiving wilderness. Our journey begins with a creature that defies convention by thriving at the water's edge, a predator whose unique adaptations allow it to conquer both land and water with equal finesse. In the humid wetlands and tangled mangrove forests of South and Southeast Asia, the fishing cat emerges from the steamy twilight like a ghost of the water. Though its body may be smaller than that of the large roaring cats, this feline has honed its skills to perfection in an environment where patience and subtlety are as lethal as brute force. With a body length that ranges between 60 and 77 centimeters, the fishing cat is built for ambush rather than confrontation. Its thick, water-resistant coat clings to a frame perfectly designed for life on the margins, and its partially webbed paws transform murky, shifting waterways into a realm of opportunity. As dusk settles over its territory, the fishing cat silently patrols the riverbanks, its golden eyes locked onto the rippling surface where fish and amphibians glide unsuspectingly. In a moment that seems to stretch into eternity, the cat's body coalesces into a single fluid motion as it plunges its powerful forelimbs into the water. There is a grace in its motion, a practiced strike honed by countless generations, ensuring that each ambush ends in a swift, decisive capture. It does not rely on overwhelming force. Instead, it trusts the element of surprise, its survival a testament to the meticulous calibration of nature. This feline's diet is almost exclusively aquatic, and every successful hunt reinforces the idea that mastery of one's niche can be as formidable as raw strength. The fishing cat's life is a continuous dance between the shimmering surface and the murky depths, where every calculated move and every silent approach is a lesson in survival and adaptability. Leaving behind the watery margins, our next stop takes us into the sun expanses of savannas and rugged outcrops, where the elusive caracal reigns supreme. With a lithe, muscular form and the trademark tufted ears that seem almost to defy gravity, the caracal is a study in agile power and precise timing. Roaming across the arid plains and rocky highlands of Africa and parts of the Middle East, this cat lives by the split-second decisions made in the wild open spaces where danger and opportunity lie in equal measure. The caracal's survival depends on its extraordinary ability to leap with astonishing agility. A single bound, sometimes over 3 meters, can be the difference between capturing a mid-air bird or letting it escape into the endless sky. Its senses are extraordinarily refined. The large, tufted ears serve as both a distinctive physical trait and a finely tuned instrument that picks up the subtlest rustles in the dry, whispering grasses. When the caracal detects even the slightest movement, a scurry of a rodent or the flutter of a bird's wings, it becomes a blur of kinetic energy, launching itself in a burst of speed that defies expectation. In the ensuing moments, every muscle contracts in harmony as its razor-sharp claws extend and its powerful jaws clamp down with unyielding force. The precision of its attack, combined with an innate understanding of its environment, ensures that once the moment of truth arrives, the caracal's prey is subdued without a chance for escape. Its feeding habits are opportunistic yet methodical, and every successful ambush adds to the legacy of a predator perfectly attuned to the challenges of its domain. Here, in the heart of the wild, the caracal is not merely a hunter. It is a living embodiment of nature's capacity for ingenuity and relentless efficiency. As the narrative accelerates, the spotlight shifts to a creature that redefines the limits of speed and endurance: the cheetah. Known as the fastest land animal on the planet, the cheetah's entire existence is a high-octane race against time on the vast African savanna. Its slender, aerodynamic body is sculpted for bursts of explosive speed, with a lightweight frame, deep chest, and elongated limbs working in perfect unison to propel it forward in a blur of motion. The cheetah's survival is a delicate balance of stealth and velocity. It is a master of patience and precision, waiting in the sunlit grasslands until the perfect moment emerges. When that moment comes, it launches into a dazzling sprint, accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in a heartbeat. Every stride is a calculated risk. Each muscle, tendon, and ligament is put to the test as the cat closes in on a fleet-footed gazelle or impala. It is in these heart-stopping seconds that the cheetah's true brilliance is revealed. A perfectly timed burst of energy that transforms potential into kinetic force, where a single suffocating bite to the throat seals the fate of its prey. Unlike the heavy, crushing power of its larger cousins, the cheetah's bite is measured not solely by force, but by its lethal efficiency, swift, silent, and unmistakably final. Its life on the savanna is a constant contest with the unforgiving sun and the relentless chase of predators, where every sprint is a race against exhaustion and every hunt a testament to the cat's singular gift of speed. Our journey then brings us to the wild and versatile serval, a medium-sized feline whose realm is the endless African savanna and its fringes. The serval is a master of the leap, its long legs and lean build enabling it to spring with astonishing height and distance. In the tall, whispering grasses, where the interplay of light and shadow creates a shifting mosaic of opportunity, the serval's survival is a study in adaptability and precision. It listens intently with its oversized ears, attuned to the rustling of hidden prey, a scurrying rodent, a startled bird, or even the subtle movements of a lizard. Then, in a moment of pure instinct, it explodes into action, launching itself into the air with a force that can cover distances of up to 10 feet in a single bound. In that fleeting instant, the serval becomes a blur of muscle and determination, its attack executed with such speed that its target hardly has time to comprehend the deadly elegance of the assault. Its razor-sharp claws, honed by countless hunts, ensure that once contact is made, escape is impossible. The serval's life is one of constant vigilance and rapid response, a daily negotiation with nature, where every leap and every pounce speaks to a long legacy of evolutionary mastery. Its feeding habits are as diverse as the landscapes it inhabits. Preying on a range of creatures that populate the African plains, each encounter a vivid reminder of the delicate dance between predator and prey. At the midpoint of our countdown, the narrative turns to the solitary and enigmatic puma, also known as the cougar or mountain lion, a creature whose spirit epitomizes the quiet strength of the wild American landscapes. In the rugged expanses of North and South America, from the shadowed forests to the sunlit deserts and towering mountain ranges, the puma moves with an almost spectral grace. Its survival mode is built on stealth and the element of surprise, as this solitary predator relies on its ability to vanish into the darkness, stalking its prey with an almost supernatural silence. The puma's body is a study in power and precision. It is neither overly large nor imposing by conventional standards, yet every sinew and muscle is calibrated for one purpose: to strike with overwhelming force when the moment arises. With the ability to leap distances exceeding 20 feet, it closes the gap between itself and a deer or wild boar in a fraction of a second. Its bite, delivered with the precision of a finely tuned instrument, may not be the most powerful in terms of sheer force, but it is devastatingly effective in incapacitating its target with a single, crushing grip. The puma's diet is varied, and its hunting technique adapts seamlessly to the terrain, from the snowy peaks of the Rockies to the arid stretches of the desert. In each environment, it remains a shadow among shadows, an ever-present reminder that in the wild, the most dangerous predators are often those that operate unseen until the final, fateful moment. As we ascend further into the realm of deadly elegance, the harsh and beautiful world of the high mountains introduces us to the elusive snow leopard, a creature as enigmatic as the winds that sweep across the rugged peaks of Central Asia. In a realm where the air is thin and the temperatures plunge to lethal lows, the snow leopard has evolved to become the master of survival in one of the harshest environments on Earth. Cloaked in a smoky gray coat that mirrors the rocky terrain, this solitary feline moves with an almost ghostly silence along narrow ledges and precipitous slopes. Every step is measured and deliberate, a careful negotiation with gravity and the biting cold. Its long, thick tail, an adaptation as functional as it is beautiful, provides balance on sheer cliffs and doubles as a source of warmth amid icy gusts. The snow leopard preys on mountain ungulates like the blue sheep and the elusive Himalayan tahr, each hunt a precarious venture that could mean the difference between life and death. When it strikes, the snow leopard's approach is a marvel of stealth and precision. A silent advance, followed by a sudden explosive pounce that leaves its prey no time to escape. Though its bite force may not be as extensively studied as that of larger cats, every encounter in the high mountains reveals a predator that relies on calculated aggression and an intimate understanding of its rugged domain. The snow leopard's survival is a testament to adaptation, a living emblem of resilience in a world where every moment is fought for against the forces of nature. The narrative grows even more intense as we approach the core of our countdown with the leopard, a cat whose very existence is a blend of sublime beauty and ruthless efficiency. In the dense, shadow-laden jungles and varied terrains of Africa and Asia, the leopard has perfected the art of disappearing into its surroundings. Its dappled coat, marked with intricate rosettes that break up its outline against the shifting light and dark of the forest floor, is nature's own masterpiece of camouflage. This predator's survival hinges on its ability to remain unseen until the very moment it decides to strike. As it silently navigates the underbrush, every sense is heightened. Its eyes, keen and calculating, survey the environment for any sign of movement, while its ears pick up the subtlest sounds that betray the presence of prey. When the leopard commits to an attack, it does so with a sudden burst of raw power, a rapid dash that culminates in a crushing pounce. Its bite, known to be both strong and precise, is delivered with such ferocity that even large prey cannot mount an effective resistance. The leopard's feeding habits are marked by both opportunism and efficiency. It can drag its kill high into the trees, safeguarding its hard-earned meal from scavengers and rival predators. In every graceful leap and every brutal, decisive strike, the leopard encapsulates the duality of nature, a creature whose elegance masks an unyielding will to survive at any cost. At the very edge of our narrative, the jaguar asserts itself as one of the most powerful predators in the Americas. In the dense, humid jungles of South and Central America, where light and shadow blur into an eternal dance of mystery, this muscular executioner reigns supreme. It isn't just another big cat, it's a stocky, bone-crushing predator that kills in ways no other feline dares. Picture this. You're deep in the jungle, the air thick with humidity. Everything is still, silent. Then, a shadow moves. Before you process it, a 200-pound beast explodes from the undergrowth, and in a flash, something, maybe a capybara, maybe a caiman, meets an instant, brutal end. That's the jaguar. Built like a tank on 4 legs, it stands 2.5 feet at the shoulder, stretches 6 feet in length, and weighs 100 to 250 pounds. Its broad shoulders, thick limbs, and massive jaws make it one of the most compact yet powerful killers in the wild. And while lions and tigers suffocate their prey, the jaguar does something far more terrifying. It crushes skulls. With a bite force of 1,500 to 2,000 pounds per square inch, the jaguar has the strongest bite of any big cat relative to size. It pierces straight through bone, delivering a single catastrophic bite to the skull or spine, killing prey instantly. Caimans, capybaras, tapirs, even anacondas, nothing is safe. This cat doesn't strangle, doesn't chase, it executes. It moves like a ghost, perfectly camouflaged in the jungle's shadows. Other predators chase, the jaguar waits. It lurks, muscles coiled, watching, calculating, and then it strikes. A single leap, a blur of rosetted fur, and the hunt is over before it even begins. This is the apex of apex predators, a jungle executioner perfected by evolution. It drags deer into trees, drowns caimans, and crushes skulls with terrifying ease. There are no second chances with a jaguar. No time to fight, no time to run. Just a blur, a bite, and nothing. As our narrative nears its climax, the lion steps into the spotlight, an apex predator whose very roar shakes the African plains, a thunderous warning that carries for miles. The lion is not just a hunter, it is a force of nature, a symbol of dominance wrapped in sinew and strength. Standing at 4 feet at the shoulder, stretching over 10 feet in length, and weighing up to 500 pounds, every inch of its muscular frame is built for conquest. And atop its powerful head, the mane, a fiery crown of thick fur, both a mark of power and a shield in the violent battles for supremacy. In the heart of the savannah, the lion hunts not alone, but as part of a brutal, calculating machine. A pride, moving with deadly precision. The lionesses, silent as ghosts, melt into the tall grass, eyes locked on their prey. Then comes the ambush, an explosion of speed reaching 50 miles per hour, a perfectly timed assault that leaves no escape. A single swipe from a lion's massive paw can shatter bones, and its crushing bite, delivering over 650 psi of pressure, clamps onto the throat, cutting off air, silencing the struggle. Within moments, the prey collapses, lifeless beneath the relentless force of Africa's most feared predator. But the lion's brutality extends beyond the hunt. In the savage politics of the wild, power is never given, it is taken. When a new male overthrows a pride's ruler, he does not simply assume control, he eradicates, eliminating the cubs of his predecessor to ensure his bloodline reigns supreme. A lion's reign is a war waged against time, rivals lurking in the shadows, waiting for the moment to strike. And yet, for all its ferocity, the lion remains a creature of both savagery and strategy, of strength and survival. Beneath the endless sky, where the nights echo with roaring battles and the sun casts golden light on blood-stained plains, the lion stands as a living embodiment of nature's harshest truth. Only the strongest will rule, and the war for dominance will never end. Finally, at the pinnacle of our journey stands the solitary yet supremely formidable tiger, a creature that embodies the raw, unrelenting force of nature's most perfected predator. In the vast, untamed jungles of Asia, from the mist-laden forests to the shadowy riverbanks, the tiger moves like a phantom, a living embodiment of silent menace, stretching over 3 meters in length and weighing well above 200 kilograms, with some reaching an astonishing 300 kilograms, its sheer presence is enough to command fear and respect. Every muscle in its massive frame is a product of evolution's ruthless refinement, sculpted for one purpose: absolute dominance. Its orange and black coat, striking to the human eye, dissolves into the dappled jungle light, a masterstroke of camouflage that turns this apex predator into a ghost in the foliage. Every hunt is a masterpiece of patience and precision. The tiger does not chase, it stalks, each step calculated, each movement dictated by an instinct honed over millennia. Whether it targets a powerful deer, a wild boar, or an unlucky creature caught in the wrong place at the wrong time, the result is always the same: sudden, inescapable annihilation. When the moment arrives, the tiger launches itself with an explosive burst of speed, covering ground in heart-stopping seconds. A swipe from its colossal paw, armed with razor-sharp claws, can snap a spine or disembowel with terrifying ease. And then comes the final act, a bone-crushing bite, delivered with a force exceeding 1,000 psi, one of the most powerful in the animal kingdom. Jaws clamp around the throat, crushing windpipes, or snap down on the neck, severing the spinal cord in a single devastating motion. The struggle ends as swiftly as it began, leaving behind only the quiet rustling of the jungle and the heavy breath of the victor. Unlike the social lion, the tiger walks alone, a sovereign of solitude. It carves out vast territories, marking its domain with deep claw marks on trees and the unmistakable scent of a ruler who tolerates no rivals. Even mating is a fleeting truce in an otherwise solitary existence. Once the act is done, the male vanishes, leaving the female to raise her cubs alone in a world where every shadow hides danger. Yet for all its dominance, the tiger's reign is one of constant vigilance, for even the mightiest predator must remain sharp in a world where survival is the only law. The tiger is not just a killer, it is nature's most perfect executioner, a creature sculpted by time into a silent harbinger of death. Beneath the dense jungle canopy, where light barely touches the forest floor and the rivers run dark and deep, the tiger moves unseen, unheard, until it is too late. It is the final word in the story of apex predators, a testament to the brutal, breathtaking beauty of the wild. As our journey through the realm of wild and deadly cats draws to a close, we are left with a profound appreciation for these magnificent hunters. Each of these creatures is a masterpiece of evolutionary design, a living work of art sculpted by nature's relentless hand. Their survival is not merely a matter of strength or speed, but an intricate interplay of instinct, strategy, and adaptation. From the water-bound finesse of the fishing cat to the solitary, unstoppable might of the tiger, every encounter in the wild is a story of survival against the odds, a saga written in the language of silence, shadow, and raw, unyielding power. These wildcats are not simply predators. They are vital players in the grand tapestry of nature, each one contributing to the delicate balance between life and death that defines the wild. Their methods of attack, their feeding habits, and the sheer brutality of their survival strategies serve as a constant reminder that in nature, beauty and danger are inextricably intertwined. Every silent step, every explosive burst of energy, and every lethal bite is part of an eternal narrative, a story of adaptation, struggle, and triumph in a world where the stakes are nothing less than life itself. Thank you for joining me on this immersive journey into the heart of the feline world, a journey that has taken us through the hidden corners of wetlands, savannas, jungles, and high mountain passes, where the wild and deadly reign supreme. Until our next adventure, remember that in nature's grand theater, every shadow may conceal a predator ready to pounce, and every heartbeat echoes with the timeless struggle for survival.